All my years of being on this earth, we live in a world where women will destroy society because they just want to do what they want to do with their bodies. And it's obvious to me that they just don't care about the risk factors of catching diseases that is not curable. And the fact that society has allowed it, and the men, the simps, are 100% responsible for this, it tells me everything I need to know about society as a whole. Because I can never take this shit seriously. I never did back then, and I don't. How do you live yourself as an individual? Like, you sleep with a bunch of men, 1,057 men in total. I mean, this is just beyond scary, and this is concerning because I will never in my life will even think about doing the exact same stuff by smashing a bunch of 304s in one day. Because my body is not designed to be doing stuff like that. Let's just get with the article. High profile Onlyfans content creator Bonnie Blue says her feat of sleeping with 1,057 men in 12 hours is a world record.
What the fuck? God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Honest to God, I hope and pray to God that I don't have daughters that would even think about doing stuff like this in the future, because we are screwed. We are definitely screwed, because in times I wish that stuff like this never happened in the 90s and the early 2000s, except one adult film star that had sex with over 900 people with her debut. And stuff like that is the reason why I'm gonna stay single forever, because you can never know what this person has in the past if they're into that kind of stuff. But that right there can never be me if I marry and date someone who is a no internet whore. Because it's obvious to me that modern women will never ever think about their poor choices. I tell you what, in 5 or 10 years, when their kids get older, they're gonna see a whole lot of different with their mothers because of what they used to do back in the day and what the world remembers them by. I mean, what the world remembers them by. This is sick. The big 1,000 was completely done, Bonnie said in a video, sitting on a bed and holding up sheets of paper with numbers to mark how many men she slept with. So I'll give you a bit of an overview. The room was absolutely full, she explained. Adding that she started with groups of men, but cut her interaction to one-on-ones because Blue wanted to give people more time. So one person would watch, wish I was with somebody, and then it will literally just be like a rotating circle like that. Oh God. You know, as a man of God, I can never see myself sleeping with someone like that, because if I ended up with a woman who is known for that, my life would have been over. I would have been having suicidal thoughts. I would have become a born again Christian because of my poor choices. Like, for the likes of me, I just do not understand why women like this exist Why does porn and OnlyFans exist in the first place? Like, do they want us to take them seriously and treat them as such because of what they do? The fact that she slept with 1,000 men in 12 hours is absolutely insanity and trifling at the same time. Ain't nothing sexy or cute about what she did. Like, what are you trying to accomplish? Like, what are you trying to prove? And I will bet you her mental state is going to be 10 times worse than it already is of what she's done. And the fact that she's using kids, like 18-year-old kids, to try to have sex with them too. Then she's going on TikTok and trying to do these prank videos to try to get people to take them seriously. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm tired of seeing stuff like this. The reason why society is already messed up, because all of you simps allow it and you keep spending your hard-working money on these 304s like they care about you. All you're doing is just giving them more attention. It's y'all's fault anyway. Just explain that while they have been aiming for a target number of 1,000 men in the 12-hour window, there were still 57 men waiting at the house who Bonnie wanted to pleasure before ending, according to Fabulous Online. The publicist added a video to the event will be released online in the coming months, proving Blue's claims of achieving the world record. This woman is beyond disgusting. And you wonder why the passport bros exist? This is the problem that I'm saying. You don't want us to go overseas to find women to have traditional marriage and relationships, but you want us to stay in this stinking country in America to deal with the ratchet, the nastiness, the 304s, and of what they do. You want us to continue to deal with it and respect it and take you seriously and treat you like a queen because of what you do? Where we can go to other countries and being treated with respect. You can't get none of that, in the West because of stuff like this. What makes you think I want to take you seriously if you are a whore on the internet? What makes you think that people want to respect you because you're making money on OnlyFans and you're doing this crap? And now you got kids, especially little boys, will be exposed to this stuff because of you. And that's why the world is the way it is right now, because it's up in, crumbles and shambles because of it. You can't make this up. Born in 1999 in the East Midlands area of England, Blue worked in a before turning to webcam modeling and the adult subscription site OnlyFans in 2023. Within my first month, I made over 10,000 Australian dollars, 6,200 just from my videos online. She told Australian media outlet whatever. She rose to fame for marketing her content to college-age students whom she described as barely legal, yet I don't know why you're not in jail is beyond me, and would attend college events such as spring break in order to sleep with them to make money. You miss are disgusting. I think you should be in jail. I think you should be on the sex offender registry list. I think you are an embarrassment to society. You and whoever it is that is trying to do the same thing as you did. Both of y'all are a mess. I think this world is going to hell because of people like this. And I really do think that if God's watching right now, like, you're going to end up being cursed forever. And I know for a fact that he is not pleased of what you do. You may be an adult. You can do whatever you want. But I will never in my life find a woman who is doing the exact same thing as you do just because You're making money on OnlyFans, sexualizing and self-prostituting yourself online. That couldn't be me. And that will never ever be me. I'm sorry. This is trifling. Last year, Blue attended Freshers Week events across the UK when she shared her address online for people to line up to have sex with her for free. So long as they consent to it being filmed and uploaded to her OnlyFans account, red flag number one. Freshers Week is a series of events for new college students to learn about their campus and often includes parties in the evenings. Along with making headlines for having sex with hundreds of students, Blue also went viral for comments she made about married men. Oh God. Like I said, this woman, she's a menace. She is an absolute menace. The fact that she's going around college campuses and smashing young 18-year-old men is sick. Like, imagine if a man did this, he would have been in jail. He would have been on the list. He would have had to register as a sex offender for the rest of his life, which means that he can no longer marry. He can no longer have sex. He can no longer do the things that he wants to do because of idiots like this. Like, why is it okay for women to do this, but it's never okay for a man to go around doing this to college girls? Like, imagine if a man was a porn star and he's going around college campuses and teaching young students about success in businesses of what they do. And I'm sure there's a bunch of college girls waiting in line to kiss him or smash him. You can't make this up. It's no secret that women moan a lot, she said to the Daily Star. What they don't understand is all that moaning is unattractive, and many of their men look elsewhere for fun and pleasure. If women were better in the bedroom, men wouldn't cheat. All they're nagging about. Wait a second. She has the nerve to talk about how men are not pleased with the women moaning in bed when she's the one holding them around and smashing like a bunch of niggas. Like, girl, shut up. You shouldn't be even saying stuff like that when you're a known thought on the internet when you've been doing this. All the nagging about pots not being done is resulting in me being bent over the kitchen work stops, which they're not. I used to blame the men for cheating, but since being a sex worker, I blame the women. Men look elsewhere where they're bored. So stop boring them. And this is coming from a 304 saying stuff like this. Girl, bye. Blue has faced much criticism for targeting younger men and also for her comments of blaming women for their husbands, whatever. But she defended her actions in a series of interviews. Yeah, she can defend her actions all she wants, but in 5 years, she'll regret that decision. Because now I feel like she's just destroying marriages and relationships because the partners are not satisfied with their lovers. How do you make this up? You can't make this up. This, I swear, porn stars got some nerve to be talking about some red pill stuff where they're not even traditional or red pill at all. I'm sorry, but this is just mega cap to me. I received backlash for sleeping with barely legal 18-year-olds, but the key word in that sentence is legal, she told the UK reporter, whatever it is, I don't care. Rather than comment on my TikToks, people should complain to the government to increase the age from 18 to 21, as I'm only complying with the UK law. Blue also told the publication she did not condone cheating, but if men weren't pleasuring them, then they will go elsewhere, and that's a fact. Opinions turn when they're close to home, which is why I receive a lot of hate. No, You're receiving hate because of what you do. You receive hate of what you say and what's coming out of your mouth. And that right there tells me everything I need to know about whores like you. I don't care if this video gets demonetized or not. I don't care. Society has really, really screwed up big time because a lot of you simps be subscribing to these you're subscribing to these OnlyFans models. That's a no-no, a red flag, especially if you're in a marriage, in a relationship. This woman, she is a Jezebel. This woman, she's a menace. She's a menace to society. She is a ticking time bomb. And she is one of the biggest Jezebels in the history of mankind. The OnlyFans star also spoke about how entering sex was a way for her to find a better life after working in more controversial jobs. Yeah, you know what? Sex work is not work. I can't take you seriously if you're having sex for a living and you're making money doing that. I would rather take a person who works at Subway, McDonald's, Target, Walmart, or in an office job than I do with a person who makes prostitution content online. I'd rather take people who work in regular jobs seriously than the ones that destroy themselves online. I'm sorry. This ain't it. I used to work in an office job 9 to 5, sit in rush hour, get even 20 days annual leave, and for a while I accepted that you could have worked a different job than to just do OnlyFans just because you're broke. Well, I had to, you know what? Here's the truth about OnlyFans. OnlyFans, you're not making that much money by selling yourselves and having sex with a bunch of niggas on the internet. That's the truth. You're only doing this because you're insecure about why you're not making enough money. That's why you're doing it. Shoot, working in a government job, working in a government, Target, Walmart, McDonald's can get you more money than doing OnlyFans. Y'all really believe that OnlyFans is a real career? Like, it's not. OnlyFans is online prostitution. When is y'all ever gonna get into your thick skulls? And when are you simps gonna stop subscribing to these people? I'm mad in this video because I'm tired of seeing 304s get away with so much ridiculous nonsense. And a lot of you simps are responsible for it. As a man, I want better for us men. Alright? I want us to do better and be better in life. Stop subscribing to these OnlyFans models. Stop disrespecting yourself. And stop defending 304s. I've seen it worse on podcasts, street interviews, and regular couples videos. I'm tired of seeing it. But as for Bonnie, I have no respect for her. I have no sympathy whatsoever. If it gets to the point where she's tired, she's miserable, I'm not going to feel sorry for her whatsoever because she made a choice of sleeping with a bunch of men, 1,057 men in 12 hours. And when your mental health gets destroyed, that's on you. You made a decision, you made your bed, and now you have to lie in it. You know what I'm saying? I said this 1,000 times. But, like I said, you're an adult. You do what you want. You live your life how you want to live it. Fine. But guess what? I'm not going to support it. I'm not going to take you seriously because of what you do. Going to these college campuses and you're sleeping with a bunch of 18-year-olds. Legal 18-year-olds. life is. This is as good as it can get. And then, when you start looking back on life and think, wow, I should have done something more. I shouldn't have cared about people's judgment. No, they're going to judge you because of what you do. You should also care, because you wouldn't be doing this if you... I can't. So I thought, no, I want to change that. I don't want to be scared about what people are going to think about me, she added. Blue also told the TV news outlet that after some time of making adult content, she realizes it was not authentic or educational. She just wanted to change that. Oh, you changed that, all right. You ruined a lot of marriages, and you ruined a lot of future with the future men that are in college right now. And you are just, you trash, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, how do you not worry about what people have to say? I swear, it's like these porn stars and OnlyFans models, they claim that they don't want nobody to judge them, and yet you're giving people a reason to judge you because of what you do. I'm sorry, but I'm judging. I know as a Christian, I'm not supposed to be judging book ass cover, but at this point, I can't take no, screw that. I can't take a person seriously if they're doing this. I mean, this is just all a red flag. I realized I was posting these videos pretending I'm having an amazing time, and that's false. It was fake. And it was a fake storyline, she explained, adding that when making porn, you discuss consent. What you enjoy, what you don't enjoy, all of camera. And if you're switching positions, that's all edited out. And that's what people also need to see. The people know the difference between porn and OnlyFans. They're fake. Just like porn is scripted, reality shows are scripted, TV shows and movies, they're all scripted when cameras are around. OnlyFans is another one too, because you're just pretending to do this and that. You have a phone, you're recording yourself, getting it on with a bunch of guys to carry on. Like, this is really, really messed up in so many ways. Like, at the end of the day, I will never understand why people choose to destroy themselves for money. If you truly think that making OnlyFans is gonna save your life, it's a forever thing, then you're honestly mistaken, and you are absolutely capping, and deep down you know it. I want my content to be more relatable and realistic to people, to also educational. I'm done. All I know for sure is that Bonnie Blue is a menace. She's a creep. She's a pedophile. And if it was a man doing it, his life would have been over. Let a man do the same thing and he'll be in jail, and he would have been killed in prison. But if a woman does it, it's okay. Make it make sense.